Hello everyone. My goodness, Harlow, how are you? You're first to join. Let's get this turned around. There you are. All right, or there I am. I'm going to turn this on around this way. So, I'm going to start today with a quick recap on the ginger tea from Friday. And then we're going to do some meditation. I'm going to review the meditation and the alternate breathing. And then we're going to meditate together just for a minute, but it's going to be fun. So, and of course I'll answer any questions you have about meditation or anything else. Hi, Danica. And thank you, Bobby, for sharing. And, oh goodness, there, okay. And Abuan El Viejo. Oh, I can't think of how she pronounces her name. She explains it so well, too. Peas and carrots, yes. Thank you, Peas and Carrots, for for sharing, Miss JD Blue. Yeah, anyone, all of you, if you think you're, yes, the alternate breathing. Yes, we're going to do the alternate breathing. And yes, D Squad members, all of you are certainly welcome here. Thank you again, Miss JD Blue. Hello, Mexico. Hello, Monique. And Lisa Marie Amaral, that's family that we have in Austin. And thank you again, Danica, for inviting your followers. Hello, Seattle. We actually have family in Seattle too. We have family all over the place. So, Cheryl Frey, thank you. I'm going to continue on here for a few seconds before I jump into the tea recap. Monsieur, what, PGM? Hola? Hello? Okay, there's, okay, I missed that troll. Thank you, whoever said I was sweet. I didn't catch the name. Thank you, Xeon CDG, for inviting your followers. Hello, Jimmy. And hello to Brazil. I think I mentioned before that I have family in Brazil. I just don't know any of them. But my grandmother had 20. Can't you share my scope? She's about. My grandmother had 20 brothers and sisters, approximately 20 brothers and sisters. She was the youngest. This was my dad's mother, and some of her siblings migrated to Brazil around 1900 or so. I just don't happen to know who they are. I wish I could. I guess there are ways of tracking people down now, isn't there? Alrighty. Yes, that was a big family, and each of my parents were one of 5 siblings, and I have just an older sister, so there's just 2 of us. Someone invited one person. I'm always interested. Why does Danica have such dark hair? That's her father's color. I mean, I also had, you can tell, this is the color of my eyebrows is what my hair is, or used to be when it was natural colored. Danica's hair color is more her dad's. Okay, so on to the tea recap, a quick recap, and it's kind of, thank you, Amy, for inviting followers. It's kind of a 4-4-4 thing. So, first of all, there are 4 ingredients in the Ayurvedic ginger tea: ginger, boiling water, raw unheated honey, and fresh lemons. And the ginger is also fresh, ginger root. And then there are 4 steps. You grate the ginger, you add boiling water, you cover it and steep it. I like to steep it for 20 minutes if I have the time. I've read at least 5 minutes. I've read 10 minutes, 15 minutes. You know, do the best you can, and whatever. Okay, let's get rid of, did I get it? Yes, I did. Let's block that person. Alrighty, so let me see here. So we steep it covered, And then you add and then by the time, if it's steep, if you can steep it for at least 10 minutes, then the water will be cool enough when you add the honey, it won't destroy the good stuff in the honey. So if you only have a couple minutes to steep the ginger, then add a little cool water, then add the honey, stir it, and then you squeeze half a lemon, squeeze that juice into the cup. And then the other thing is you can make this 4 days ahead, and it'll still be good to drink. So you do the first 3 steps. You grate the ginger, the boiling water, let the water cool a little bit, and then add the honey. And you put that in a glass container, and you store that in the refrigerator. And then on the day that you actually drink the tea, you pour some of that into a cup, add the lemon juice, and then put enough hot water to bring it up to a comfortable, warm, soothing temperature. And that's it on that. How hot is too hot for the honey? Well, boiling is certainly too hot. I mean, the cooler it is, the less of the good bacteria you're going to damage. I leave the ginger in. I don't strain it. I kind of like crunching on it. 1 billion degrees. I don't know. Oh, someone is answering someone else on that. Double boiler? I don't understand that question. You just boil the water on the stove. I stay away from microwave ovens. You boil the water on the stove, and then you pour it into whatever the container is that you have your grated ginger in. If you're just making 1 cup or single cups for that day, then you put it into the cups. If you're making a batch to use over a few days, then you would put it into that container with the ginger. Yes, it is yummy. Yes, it is yummy. It's part of my morning routine. I begin with the tongue cleaning and then the oil pulling, brush my teeth, then I have the ginger tea and honey, but ginger ale is good. Well, ginger ale has sugar in it. I mean, if you're just wanting to settle your stomach and that's your only source, then yeah, it can help settle your stomach. But connection's really bad. Is it bad for everyone? Coconut oil for teeth, sesame oil for teeth. Now I've read that coconut oil does even more good than the traditional sesame oil, and now recently I read that the sesame oil is better. Either one is good. I alternate between them depending on my mood and what's most convenient. When I travel, I take coconut oil with me because there's less chance of it spilling into my suitcase, and it keeps freezing up. Do you tell me if you want me to start over? Should I start over? I have fine, no. Okay, so it looks like, I'll tell you what, if it's freezing up, then, because it looks like for most people it's fine, so if it's freezing up for you, then you go ahead and drop out and restart, and chances are it'll be good that time. So, okay, so, all right, so we did that, and now moving on to meditation. Meditation is a progressive quieting of the mind until you get to the source of the mind, which is pure consciousness. That's a quote from Deepak Chopra. Thank you for sharing, Yuki. Oh, here we go again. I mean, not that sex is bad, but it's just not appropriate here, right? Good afternoon, Melinda. Alrighty, now we're going to do alternate breathing, and then we're going to follow that by meditation. Now, we're just going to do 30 seconds of the alternate breathing and then a minute meditation. Would you like me to go over how to do these 2 things? You can just give me a thumbs up if you would like me to review these before we do it together. Winnie Cooper brought me here. Oil pulling, at least 5 minutes and absolutely no more than 20, because then the toxins will start to reabsorb into your system. So I set a timer for 17 minutes, and then if that gives me 3 minutes to spit it out and rinse my mouth out. Okay, so the alternate breathing, you breathe in through both nostrils, and then you cover one nostril and you breathe out, and then you breathe in and you switch, you breathe out and you breathe in. So as you block a nostril, you breathe out first and you breathe in through that same nostril, and then you switch. So that's how we do the alternate breathing. And that's a very centering, calming breath that you can use anytime. You can just use it on your own, on its own, to help recenter yourself. I don't know. Okay, well, I don't know how to answer your situation there, Butthead 24. Yes. Anyway, so it's a calming. You can use it. I don't know the science behind it. It just works. It's very calming, very centering. And when we use it before meditation, it helps us to calm down and come into that space that much more efficiently, that much more quickly. Okay, so that's for the breathing technique. And then the meditation, we sit comfortably with our eyes closed, just gently closed, and then you notice your breath, and as you inhale, you just think silently and very gently in your mind, you think the word so, and as you breathe out, you think the word hum. So it's so on the inhale and hum on the exhale. And if you notice during the meditation that you're thinking about anything else other than the so hum mantra, you don't try to block those thoughts at all. You just very gently bring your attention back to the mantra. And that is the technique. It's very simple, and it's very, very impactful. It's very effective. It will do all kinds of good things for your health, for your emotional health. So, okay, so let's do it. I'm going to hold this. Hopefully this will cooperate. It's very touchy. It's just a timer that I have, and I'm holding it up in case someone joins and they're wondering what on earth we're doing. So, and it also, after the 30 seconds, let me turn this down here a little bit, make it a little bit easier for you to see it. After the 30 it's going all over the place. After the 30 seconds, you'll hear a gong. So if you want to close your eyes while you're doing the breathing, you can. And you'll hear a gong, and then it'll go for 1 minute while we're doing the so hum. Not ho hum, so hum. Oh, good, Lisa. I'm glad you like this. All right. So let me go ahead. I'm going to get my glasses off here. And we will begin. So breathing in and out and in and out. And now begin the mantra, thinking so on the inhale and hum on the exhale. All right. Sitting quietly just for a few seconds. And then very gently opening our eyes. So, it just jolted me. How was that for you guys? Did you enjoy it? Thumbs up or a heart or something? Oh, good. Yay. So, oh, thank you, El Viejo, for the thumbs up. So here's a little tip. If you're having one of those days, if you're meditating and you're having one of those days where it's like the mind chatter, it just goes, then one thing you can do is focus either on the third eye area or in your heart chakra area, your chest area. Just kind of bring your focus there as you're thinking the mantra, and then, you know, and then you'll, it can help. It can help to, oh, good, Lisa, I'm glad you enjoyed it. Now, we did it for just 1 minute because I don't know, I think it would be odd to sit here for 20 or 30 minutes and meditate. You know, scopes are a little more active than that. Do you notice your life more balanced? Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, I've been meditating. I learned to meditate. It's been almost 41 years now. And I've been meditating very regularly, consistently, year after year after year, for 23 years. I still remember how I was before the regular meditation. I was much more easily rattled by everyday life. I worried more about anything and everything. Yeah, it's just, life is so much more enjoyable. It's much more enjoyable when we can bring this into our lives. And if you can do this 5 minutes a day, twice a day, or 5 minutes for a 5-minute meditation twice a day, then that's wonderful. If you can do it for 20 to 30 minutes twice a day, even better. But bring in whatever you can into it. Do I get chiropractic care? Yes, I do. I have actually a close friend of mine who is a chiropractor. Although I used to get the traditional, where they twist you around and everything. When I was a professional dancer, it helped me a lot, a couple of times when things got out of whack and I still needed to go to work and dance. I prefer the more gentle approach that many chiropractors now do, where they do more, I guess you might call it, I don't know what the actual term is for it in the chiropractic world. I would call it a tapping technique rather than a twisting or whatever. So, yes, I very much believe in chiropractic, especially if it, from a good qualified chiropractor. Where did I dance? I danced at the main showroom at Harrah's in Lake Tahoe and in Reno at a time when they had Chorus Line open up the show before the headliner came out. And as a teenager, I danced at an amusement park. It's no longer around, but it was called Frontier Village in San Jose, and I was one of the can dancers. Obviously, very G-rated because of my age and the age of the people who came to the park. The children. So, all right. Do we have any more questions for today? Anything about the tea? Anything about the meditation, the breathing? Oh yes, Danica on Dancing with the Stars, that was amazing, and she made sure I could be there every week, and I just loved it. Yes, until she broke her rib, of course. Then I didn't like it so much. I was very worried about her, but she continues to take me to see the show whenever she goes, and because she knows that dance is so much a part of me and my beginnings in life, and it is part of her too. Yeah, she did really well. The Impractical Joker. I thought it was hysterical. You know, thank you, Butthead, for reminding me that I did not introduce myself. I am so sorry. I have to make a big note. Um, uh, my name is MahailaMcKellar. I am the mother of Danica and Crystal McKellar, and I also am a meditation teacher certified by Dr. Deepak Chopra to teach meditation. And I've been studying with Dr. Chopra since 1993 and continue to do so. He's quite an amazing man. My daughter is strong. She is strong in in the best sense of the word. Yes, both of my daughters. Try to eliminate the word worry from your life. Yeah, yes, I am. I am the mother of the actress who played Winnie Cooper. Yes, yes. Try to the word worry. Yeah, actually, I want to do a scope on words one of these days and how they impact us, because there are. Danica just did one yesterday on changing but to and so in order to align your desires with what you think is in the way. And there are a few things like that just changing a word here or there can really make a big difference. Can I explain the tea? In explaining the tea, do you mean how to make the tea or the benefits of the tea? I don't know about remedies for autistic children. I'm sorry, Melinda. I mean, just offhand, I don't know. I really shouldn't speak on it. I mean, the things I've read about and heard about when it comes to what one ingests, that the cleaner, the purer the foods, the better. And, I mean, when I was raising my daughters, feeding them wheat was not a big deal because the wheat was still much more natural than it is today. But from what I saw, actually it was on the Dr. Oz show, that about 20 years ago that the wheat in this country changed, and it's now, when it grows, it's much shorter than it used to be. I guess this is so that okay, how to make the tea, so that I guess it's easier to spray with whatever bug killers or whatever, and in changing it in that way, our bodies can no longer digest it properly. And this is what I understood from some expert that was on Dr. Oz's show a couple of years ago, and it explained a lot, because we used to use a lot of whole grain products. I would make bread, and we get the whole grain pastas, and they all seem just fine. And now they don't. They don't. So at least not the wheat that's grown in this country. So for me, I've changed over to the ancient grains of. I use spelt, and what's the other one? Anyway, all right. I'm really getting. just sort of babbling here about food. How to make the tea. How to make the tea. So you get fresh ginger root, and you grate it. I grate about a tablespoon per cup of tea, and you put boiling water in. You cover that, and you let it steep for a few minutes, anywhere from 5 to 20 minutes. And then you add honey to it. And you want the honey to be raw, hopefully organic. Hopefully all of it's organic, and unfiltered, raw, organic honey. I use about a teaspoon, and then you put in the juice of 1/2 of an organic lemon. Stir that around, and it's a great thing you can drink it any time of the day, and it's especially good as the very first thing you bring into your body in the morning. Very good. All right, so how is all honey not organic? I would imagine that would have to do with where the bees get their pollen. Raw and regular honey, quote, regular honey, which is so easy to pour, has, yes, Lisa, I drink organic coffee, 1 cup in the morning. with cinnamon in it for the cinnamon. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh, the honey that you can pour, the regular honey, that has been heated, which makes it easier, and and that filters out all of the pollen and any of the beeswax that might be in there, and all of that's good for us. Little traces of that. That's where the good stuff is. So, I mean, it's antifungal. It can help with candida issues. If you put honey on a raw wound, it will keep bacteria from growing. It's good for all kinds of things. Oh, you get yours with the combs in it. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, that's really great. I don't know how that would, it'll make your tea a little waxy, but you're probably already used to that anyway. Right, honey cannot go bad. Try coffee with honey and coconut oil. No, I put a couple drops of stevia in my coffee, and I put a half teaspoon of cinnamon, and we can go into the benefits of cinnamon on another scope. And then I'll use either an organic unsweetened soy milk or an organic unsweetened almond milk. And once in a while, if I'm in the mood, I will use organic cow milk. And that's 1 cup I have. Yes, bees are disappearing, El Viejo, and that's very, very tragic. And that has to do with the pesticides and other things in the environment, which actually make me very sad. The bulletproof coffee, I think, ultimately would be very bad for a person's health. As I understand it, it just is like you have a lot of false energy. And except for, I guess, the coconut oil would give you something, but it's mostly false energy, and that's not a good idea. It can not force you, it can allow you to be out of touch with what your body really needs. So for that reason, I personally would avoid it. All right, so I think this was a good day. I hope you enjoyed it. And if my eyes have been going all over the place, it's because I do have the TV screen over here. So, and I'm mirroring it so that I can see your comments and see who you are a lot easier. And then I kind of keep flicking back and forth. Thank you, Melinda. Thank you very much. And Bobby, El Viejo. And I think we're going to do cornbread this Friday, a gluten-free, I think really delicious cornbread. I've been playing with the recipe, and I have it where I really like it. So I hope you guys will join me. And thank you so much for being here today. All righty. Namaste. Oh. Okay, everything is coming up except swipe down. No, it's giving me my calendar instead. There we go. All right, everybody. Bye-bye.